press recording, the rec button. Make it full screen. Hello and welcome to Lorton, Virginia. I'm Tyler Lochte. Alongside me is Sammy Krimstein. Welcome back. It's been some time. I remember last year calling games with you right here. The Giants season essentially ended at a doubleheader, but this is a whole new Giants squad. They come into this game high up in the standings in the North Division, and they've got an opportunity here against the Braves.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be back, Tyler. And yeah, it's been fun watching this Giants team from afar because they've been playing very good baseball. They've been hitting really well. The pitching has been there at times. It's been a bit inconsistent, but when this team has it going, they're one of the better teams in the Cal Ripken League, which is really, really exciting for Giants fans. And yeah, a big game today, a chance to take down the Braves, two teams that are kind of in a similar spot in the standings.
Starting off for the Giants tonight, we have number 21, Cade Hentz.
So Cade Hentz will stand in to get us started. Sun is right in our eyes here tonight in Lorton. First pitch, Hentz swings, hits it in the air to center field. Under it is Nose, one away.
Like that being aggressive first pitch. Hits it hard, sees it well, right at the center fielder.
So now it's Tanner Vicendize who will stand in. Let's see what he can do with one away here in the first. 1-1. He will swing at a ball in the dirt.
Yeah, and that's a good pitch. Kendall Cassidy on the mound. Lefty, not going to be throwing a ton of velo, but he keeps it around the zone.
And he will pop this one high and foul.
Cassidy, he'll keep it around the zone, but he has good stuff. Good off-speed pitches that could keep the Giants off guard today. They're going to have to look out for that.
It's a 1-2 count. He's trying to put Vicendize away, and he will stay alive by fouling that one off.
Not squaring it up quite yet, but he's getting the bat on the baseball. Looking to stay alive with 2 strikes, doing just that.
Kendall Cassidy trying to get him here on strikes. The pitch. Fouled back again. Vicendize doing a good job showing some fight here in this at-bat.
Yeah, 3 straight foul balls here in this first at-bat. That means he's seeing the ball well. He's just waiting to really get it on the barrel.
One, two, popped up, foul again. And this is some at-bat here from Vicendize.
Yeah, make Cassidy work. They're going to want to get to this bullpen as quickly as possible.
1-2. Popped up and foul again. This is incredible.
5 straight now. And a nice little battle here in the early going. Just the second batter of the game, and we're right in the thick of it.
Vicendize fouled again.
Tyler, that's now 6 straight. This is quite a battle, and it would be even better for the Giants if Vicendize can reach on a base hit.
He's certainly making Cassidy work, and he is down on strikes.
Yeah, down on strikes, but that's a productive at-bat. You draw, I think 7, 8 pitches at least. Make the pitcher work. Get him in his head a little bit. Yes, Cassidy gets the strikeout, but that is still a tough battle that a pitcher has to bounce back from with the next batter.
So with 2 away, first pitch swinging is Robbins to third. Can will throw across. It's a 1-2-3 first inning for the Braves. And we will step away here on the Giants Broadcast Network. Welcome back to Lorton. I'm Tyler Lochte. He is Sammy Krimstein. And we will see this Braves offense for the first time today. Kevin Nose, the center fielder, he caught a ball for the first out of this game. Now he will take the first at-bat of the game for the Braves against Hank Lippman. First pitch swinging right to first. DiMartino, the low flip. And Lippman makes the play. DiMartino did him no favors there, but that is an athletic play by the Giants pitcher for the first out of the game.
Yeah, and a bit of a scary one. You watch, the more baseball you watch, you sometimes see injuries on plays like that. Pitcher going over the first base and they just take a wrong step, ankle lands awkwardly on the bag, something like that. So glad that Lippman is all right. An athletic play to get his foot on and get the out.
So Nose is down after one pitch. Now it's Dylan Can, the third baseman. He will swing at the first pitch, right to second, hence 2 away in 2 pitches.
So now coming up is catcher Halligan, one of the better hitters on this team. He's batting the 3-hole for a reason. But despite that, he is not going to be swinging at this first pitch. 2 straight ground balls. The worst way to start a game is a 3-pitch inning. So you got to imagine he's going to be holding the brakes unless he maybe gets the perfect pitch, something right down the middle that he knows he can smash. I'll bet you 99 out of 100 times, though, he's taking this pitch here after 2 quick outs.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Halligan will take, and it's a strike. I think Lippman had a feeling, you know, hey, they swung at the first two. No way that Halligan will offer.
Yeah, he served him something up.
That's right. He just put it in the zone. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
If you're going to be given a free strike, you got to take it. He'll just miss there.
Yeah, Lippman's last start came in that thriller against Big Train,
Yeah.
the walk-off. And he has really fun stuff. He throws a slurve, a changeup that apparently has sub 1,000 spin, which is really good. You want low spin rate on a changeup.
Oh, get a swing there. Halligan tried to chase a ball in the dirt. Couldn't come up with anything, and now you got Hank Lippman, who's just a strike away from a really impressive first inning.
A quick first inning, which would be great for the Giants.
He had a very long first inning against the Big Train as he steps off. He loaded the bases before recording an out. He got through that inning without giving up a run. 2 punch outs,
Well,
and then an out in the field. So making it easy for himself right now. This is fouled away.
Well, Tyler, obviously I wasn't at the Big Train game, but I was
Right.
looking at the box score, and it's one of the more ridiculous stat lines I've ever seen. 1 hit, no earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 7 walks across 4 1/3 innings for Hank Lippman last time out.
I think that he did get a run across, but it was after he left the game. He'll miss down low there. Again, I'm not sure. Maybe it was unearned, but you're right. He left the game, and there was a 0 on the board for the Big Trade. It was just an odd start, and I talked to him after. He said he's never walked that many guys, but you'll take zeros, however you can get them, and he will miss down low here. Scores from around the league. The DC Grays are up 10-1 over the Crop Dusters. Wow. They put 9 on the board in the 4th.
Oh, man.
And the Aces are up on the T-Bolts, so this could be a very good day for the Giants if they can take care of business here. It's put on the ground. That's a fair ball. It gets by the first baseman, DiMartino. Halligan digging for second. He's in with a double.
And catcher Halligan, this guy just hits. He's been doing it since last year for the Braves. He was one of the better hitters in the league last year. Hit .322, won Player of the Week 1 week. He was 5th in the league in home runs, and there he goes again. Not the hardest hit baseball you're ever going to see, but he finds a barrel, and he puts it in the right spot. Down that line, it gets past the outstretched glove of DiMartino at first base, and he hustles his way down to second for a double. And now all of a sudden, the Braves have a little something brewing with 2 outs in the first.
So now it's Jack Pokarak who will face Lippman. Look out as Pokarak has to duck away from it. 1-0.
And I'll just reiterate what a great at-bat that was for Halligan, because now you can see Lippman's a little more flustered than he was. He was a pitch away from a 3-pitch inning. Right now, he's dealing with a runner in scoring position. Cleanup batter up.
Pokarak, the DH, he's only worried about hitting today, and neither of the first 2 pitches have worried him. He takes them both for balls, and he's up in the count 2-0.
And only in 21 at-bats, small sample size, but he has been one of the better hitters in this league, batting .381, OPSing well over 1,000. He's a force in the cleanup spot for the Braves.
2-0. Hit well in the air, right center field, and it is caught. Long run for Aiden Robbins. He catches it right on the wall, and Hank Lippman will spin a first inning that the Giants will take. No runs on the board, 1 left on for the Braves. Tyler DiMartino will stand in first here for the Giants. This is a guy who spent 2 summers on the Cape.
Yep.
That's what he can do. He played for the Giants a few summers ago. He comes back now.
They were excited to have him back. I mean, he's really turned himself into one of the better hitters in the Big East. Now he's going to go to Indiana as a grad transfer. Really exciting stuff. Giants looking forward to seeing what he could do.
He will put it on the ground to short. Labruciano across the diamond. It's 4 up, 4 down to start things off for Kendall Cassidy.
And that's the good thing about Cassidy. He's one of your... He's really a pitch-to-contact kind of guy. He's going to put it in the zone. He's going to dare you to hit it. And so far, the Giants, they've been putting it in play. But so far, 4 up, 4 down. Cassidy working really efficiently for the Braves.
Now it's Landon Runyon. If you're a Giants fan, you may recognize that last name. This is the brother of Garrett Runyon.
Yeah, he made his season debut yesterday. And, I guess Garrett must have recruited him, told him how great Gaithersburg was.
Yeah, he had a weird play in the field where the ball just fell out of his glove as the count goes to 1-1. And then he made up for it. He tied the game with a single. He'll foul that one back. That made it 9-9 after the Giants were 9-2 down.
I was not there, but that seemed like a pretty wild one yesterday.
It was the weirdest game I think I've ever seen. After lending Will Burgess some sunscreen, I'm back 2-2 count with
SPF
1 away.
70.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Pitch to Runyon. And Runyon will hit it on the ground. A short, long throw from Labruciano will get away. It will hit the fence, so Runyon will stay at first, but the Giants have their first base runner of this game.
Yeah, and a good job. Just a hard 90 there from Runyon, getting down the line quickly, and a tough play to make for the shortstop Labruciano. Couldn't quite finish it on the throw.
So they don't have hits and errors shown up on the scoreboard. There's spots for it. The lights just aren't on. I'll score that myself as an error. I'll let you know if that changes. First pitch to Casey Gibbs, a strike. It would have been a bang-bang play, but because it got away, I think he would have been out if it was scooped up by Halligan. 0-1 from the lefty will miss inside. Bethesda is playing at Regency Stadium, Southern Maryland tonight. That'll miss up high, now 2-1. But again, those DC Grays, the most inconsistent team I've ever seen. I mean, when they're bad, Giants beat them 19-1 at their own place. And when they're good, they can do what they're doing right now, 10-1 up in Oldie.
The Braves also had...
Gibbs will give this one a ride. High in the air to left, and it's gone. It just kept going. Casey Gibbs hits it out. 2-0 Giants.
And there's the bang the Giants were looking for. So far, up until that point, it was all soft contact. Hence had a pretty hard hit line drive to start the game, but a strikeout, 2 ground outs. Runyon reached on an error, and then bang, Gibbs sends it deep out to left center field. And that's really a testament to being alert in the dugout, watching the pitcher, getting it timed up. Because by the time it got to his spot in the order at number 6, he was ready for it. And it showed. 2-run homer, Giants on top.
Really small park. The fence is not too far. Casey Gibbs saw that, swung for him, and he finds a home run. His first of the year. A swing and miss there by White, and it's 0-2. See if Barham White can keep things going here for the Giants. He will pop it up foul.
Heads up.
Get off a light, it sounds.
Oh, and almost killed us.
Right behind us.
Watch out, Tyler.
That was close.
Yeah. Good thing we have this tent here.
I wonder if
us.
it would have just fallen right through this tent. I really wonder. 0-2 to White still. He will foul it back again. So if that doesn't hit my car, be a real bummer if it did. They did that little read the PA woman did before the game. She said, you know, hey, if anything breaks, we're not paying for it. 0-2 pitch to White. And White will give this a ride to center field, and under it is Nose to make the catch. That was sent a long way, but it's a loud out for number 31.
Yeah, loud out. You can hear that one zip by. I mean, like, you know you hit it hard when you could hear the baseball. Unfortunately, just like the leadoff batter for the Giants, hence right at the center fielder. Well hit. You know, you did your job. You hit the ball hard. Wrong spot. And if you keep doing that, if you keep getting good contact, it's gonna fall eventually. Gibbs got that home run. So Giants so far doing a pretty good job of hitting that baseball hard.
So 2 away. Giants looking to get something going. A 2-out rally has been a recipe for success for the Giants. They've gotten a lot of their runs with 2 away this year. And that's certainly a good trend to have. 0-1 pitch to Burgess. Make that 0-2 as that will just clip the zone. 2-0 ball game. I know we don't have a scoreboard, so I'm trying to keep you updated best I can. That'll miss outside 1-2.
Still working quickly, Cassidy. Had the home run, but still keeping that pitch count pretty low through these first 2 innings. No walks yet.
Burgess on the ground down the first base line. Halligan is there. He will step on the base. And that will do it for the top of the second. But Casey Gibbs with the homer to left center to give the Giants a 2-0 lead here on the Giants Broadcast Network. First pitch swing is Morbido. He will line out to first base.
Next up, we have the left fielder, number 16, Matt Wright.
So now it's Matt Wright's turn. Let's see what he can do. First pitch in there, a strike from Lippman. Unplug this and then try.
But then we're going to lose it.
Plug it back. This is hit well in the air to right. And the catch is made by Runyon. 2 away. So 2 quick outs here from Lippman. And now it's Jamie Laskowski's turn.
He got 2 quick outs as well in the in the first inning, so he's going to be looking to do that again.
Here's the 1-0 from Lippman. Taken for a ball. That one is fouled away by Laskowski. 2-1. 2 away, 2-0 lead for the Giants off of that mammoth homer from Casey Gibbs. This ball's hit hard to second. That's tense. That's an out. And we will head to the third, 2-0 Giants. Let me know when you got it.
Yeah, I think it looks like we're cooking now.
To Lorton.
Number 2,
Jaden Carter will stand in for the Braves, who look to get back in this game. Score update for you from Alexandria. The Aces lead 4-1. That's good for the Giants as they're up on the T-Bolts. So we're going to Crop Dusters and T-Bolts both down right now. Carter will take high.
Carter did not play yesterday, but a few days ago, his last game against the Big Train in Bethesda, he was 1 for 2. It's been a rough year for him overall, though. 2 for 22 on the season, looking to get going.
Speaking of the Big Train, they now lead against Southern Maryland 1-0.
And even this early in the season, it's hard not to keep your eye on all these other games because it is so close at the moment.
Yeah, Landon Franklin with a homer. That's right down the middle. That's a really good pitch there by Hank Lippman as he will try to fight back into this count. It's now 2-1. He'll miss high, now 3-1.
And you don't want to lose the first batter of the inning here to a walk. Maybe we should have knocked on wood a little harder last inning.
Oh, look out. Carter will duck, and now he'll take his base. First base runner for the Braves since the double by Halligan back in the first. That's their only 2 base runners.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate for the pitcher, Lippman. His last start walks were a big issue. He's been really pushing forward this start. Really, really efficient. Not a huge deal, but bottom of the order, this is really where you want to be attacking. The bottom 2 hitters in this lineup, they have a 4 hits combined on the year in 52 at-bats. So these are guys you want to attack. And to lose him on walks first batter of the inning, not what you want to do.
Yeah, that's tough. Labruciano
Heads up.
will take a strike, then he'll foul one right at us.
Good thing this fence is here.
Yep, good thing the fence is here.
I did not bring my glove today. Maybe I should next time.
I've got mine.
Okay. Well, you came prepared.
I did.
Yeah, I'm a bit rusty. First call of the year.
Yep.
We'll be back. Working our way.
0-2, Lippman looking for a punch out here. Instead, it's driven to right. Runyon dives, and he made the catch.
Hey.
What a play by Landon Runyon. Full extension. I know the camera didn't catch it, but he did. And that's what matters.
Wow.
It's 1 away. Lippman, a tip of the cap to his right fielder.
And for Labruciano, who is 2 for 30 on the year, that is just rough luck. You hit it hard. All right, I finally got the hit. We're breaking the slump. Nope. An incredible catch in right field by Runyon. Good stuff for the Giants.
It's unlucky for sure for the shortstop, but check on Carter at first. He will dive back in, no trouble. Kevin Nose, the center fielder, will stand in for the Braves.
First pitch of the game, grounded over to first. That was the first out of the ball game for the Giants.
He will take right down the pipe here, 0-1. That's what you want from Lippman. Just find the zone on your first pitch and then go from there.
Yeah, it's been very different from his last start, where he really struggled to find the zone and dealt with traffic. There's been little traffic today. He's hoping to keep it that way, of course.
0-1, runner goes. The throw is perfect, and out is Carter.
Wow. I mean, forget about it. I mean, just a really, really quick pop, and that throw beat him by, it felt like almost 2 seconds. It probably wasn't quite that much, but that throw hosed him. I mean, definition, see you later. And the Giants stealing out, and now all of a sudden, one pitch could get them out and back in the batter's box.
All that Barham White has done this year is throw guys out of the base paths. He has been unbelievable. This ball's hit well into right. Runyon tracks it, makes the play. Lippman will step off of the mound. Another 0 on the board as we will head to the 4th inning. New pitcher in for the Braves, Cole Nathan. You may recognize that last name. That's because his dad was on the Hall of Fame ballot for the MLB, Joe Nathan.
Well, Tyler told me that, and I was like, really? And sure enough, yeah. Minnesota Twins legend, Joe Nathan, yeah. I mean,
he's one of the best to do it.
That's pretty cool.
Up to bat, number 33, the first baseman.
Yeah, 2.87 career ERA.
Played, I mean, God, a long time, from 99 all the way up to 2016. Wow, I did not realize he was briefly on the 2016 Cubs World Series team.
Hey.
That is cool.
Cubs legend.
Cubs legend.
First pitch in there, taken down low. So, is there like a set number of innings or at bats to get a ring, or does everybody who plays get one? I don't know how that works. That's insane.
You know, I feel like you can get a ring even if you're just on the team for a little bit. Because I feel like I've heard some crazy stories of guys getting World Series rings, even
Joe
though
Nathan
they were
has
barely.
a ring from your Cubbies.
That is, yeah. If you don't know me, if you weren't here last year, I'm a big Cubs fan, and I will probably bring them up at least 3 times of call, maybe. If you're lucky.
Speaking of 3 times, that's now 3 pitches. All of them seem to be inside. That one will find the zone from Nathan. 3-1 to DiMartino.
Working behind to one of the more talented hitters in this lineup. Not ideal, but he's trying to work his way around.
DiMartino will pop that one up. And it will fall harmlessly into the parking lot in between some cars.
A loud sigh of relief from
know.
Mr. Tyler Lochte over here. I parked a little further away. I knew what I was doing.
You're smarter than I am. Full count to DiMartino. He's going to hit it hard to left, and it's caught by Matt Wright. Wright didn't get a good read on it. He turned and stuck his glove up and prayed, and it worked out for him.
And really both sides, both teams have had a lot of hits robbed from them. Some good defensive plays, and as frustrating as it is as a hitter, you got to know, hey, that's what you got to do. Line drive, hit the ball hard. He did his job.
Now Runyon will stand in.
He was the first run of this ball game. Reached on error last time, and then Gibbs in the on-deck circle.
This is popped up high in the air, left side, and diving is right. What a play.
Wow. Well, Wright just made 2 Gold Glove plays over there in left field. The first one maybe got a tricky read, but stuck with it, caught it, and that one in foul territory really had no business being caught. He hustles over there, gets his white pants a little dirty, and makes the play. Wow.
Now it's Gibbs, popped up and out of play. I'm doing the launch angle math in my head for if that's going to hit the car or not, if I should even turn around to look. It looked too high to me.
He's got his own little stat cast in his brain.
Oh, that hits Gibbs, so he will reach for the second time tonight. Obviously, you'd prefer a homer, but every time you step in that box, you're just trying to get down 90 feet, and that's what Gibbs will do. He's got a smile on his face. He's okay. And with 2 away, the Giants have a man on.
Well, he already got his big smash. At this point, it's just about getting on base, and what better way to get on base than wearing one? Getting a little bruised, but as long as it doesn't hurt too bad, baseball players will wear that with pride.
White is going to give this one a ride in the air, left field, and it's out. Barham White will send the ball deep to left, and it's the Giants' second 2-run bomb of the night. 4-0 they lead.
A blast from Barham White, the catcher. Call that his first homer of the summer. 2 Giants getting their first home runs here in 2024. And that is a big blast. Giants now giving themselves insurance. The bats just keep swinging it for Gaithersburg. And, this is my first game here. That is a refreshing sight to see.
So Barham White will wear the homer chain for the first time this summer. And the Giants lead 4-0. Now it's Will Burgess. He will take inside. Barham White fired up.
Yeah, should be fired up.
This whole team is fired up.
Yeah. This would be a big win for them. Really would be.
This would be, especially given what's happening around the league. That's popped up foul by Burgess. It's 1-1.
In my prep for the season, I was looking, I look at all the stats, and looking at Burgess's spring stats at Montgomery College. Unbelievable stuff. He was one of the best JUCO players in the country in the spring.
Swing and miss there by Burgess, 1-2.
Yeah, let me pull these up here. Burgess, he slashed 455, 552, a slugging percentage of almost 700. Still looking to really find that rhythm here in the summer, but it's just seeing what he was able to do at the JUCO level this summer was unbelievable. Also, 19 stolen bags in 22 attempts, only caught stealing 3 times.
Burgess is going to hit this softly in a second. Leskovsky will make the play, but not before the Giants add 2 more. Barham White goes yard, and it's 4-0 as we will head to the bottom of the 4th. Hank Lippman is still on the mound. He's got 4 runs of support from his guys. So the offensive end, it's the DH Gibbs and his backstop, Barham White, who have done the damage here tonight. It's Dylan Can, the third baseman. He will take low. And again, if you're Lippman right now, you've got a run or a full run lead to work with. You can just throw strikes. Just worry about finding the zone and letting your defense do the rest of the job. That's what he's done all night. No punch outs yet. That'll miss high. He had 9 of them against the big train and just 4 in a third, but I think that you would take this more. This is more comfortable.
Yeah, and it's just funny because on paper they're both scoreless outings through about 4 innings so far. But besides that, polar opposites. There's a lot of different ways to get the same result in baseball. It's awesome.
He'll find the zone there. The count goes to 2-1, nobody out. Dylan Can trying to get his Braves back into this game. Hank Lippman trying to keep the Giants' 4-run lead intact. That's a swing and miss, and it's 2-2. That's a good job by Lippman after going down 2-0 to fight back and even this count.
Maybe on the verge of his first strikeout of the evening.
You'll take it.
Sure would.
2-2. They'll miss down low. This count full.
Yeah, to set the tone of this inning, he needs a strike. He walked the first guy the last inning. Does not want to do that again.
Full count pitch. Hit softly foul, and we'll try it again.
And that's a good pitch, but just a really good job by Can to get a little bat on it, scrape a little wood off the bat, and keep himself alive in the at-bat here.
So we're going to try it again. Full count. From Lippman to Can. Payoff pitch. Called strike 3. Well, you wanted the punch out. You got it. The first of the night for Hank Lippman. And there's one away here in the 4th.
That is just paint from Lippman. Right on the black of the strike zone. Also a good frame by Barham White. I think that looked to be a strike, but a good frame from the catcher helps to solidify that. An underrated aspect of playing that backstop position.
It's catcher Halligan's turn. One away, nobody on. 4-run game.
He smashed a double in the first inning, and that has really been just about the only noise the Braves have made. Besides that, Lippman has kept them pretty quiet.
1-0. Up high. So catcher Halligan at the dish. 2-0 pitch to number 20 is inside. It almost hit him. And now it's 3-0. We'll update you on the scores around the Cal Ripken League. The Grays have put 3 on the board in response to the Crop Dusters. That's a 13-3 game in the 7th. Good news for the Giants. 3-0 from Lippman. That's a strike. Gets the bottom of the zone. Big Train still up 1-0 in Southern Maryland. And the Aces are still up 4-1 over the T-Bolts. The T-Bolts have them loaded with 2 outs. 3-1 will miss low. The first walk of this game, or excuse me, second walk of this game from Lippman.
And it's now going to bring up Pakarak, and this is a guy that you do want to be careful of. As I mentioned, really hot start to the season. He blasted a fly out to center field, hit it hard his last time up. Yeah, this is a guy who's been off to a hot start.
That'll miss down low. Again, Hank Lippman, he's got that 4-0 lead.
Right, so you have some breathing room. You don't want to dance around the zone too much.
1-0 will find the zone. Right on cue. Count is even.
A double play ball would be great. At this point, efficiency is really your best friend as a pitcher. You could sacrifice maybe putting some balls over the plate with a little bit of a lead like this, of course.
1-1. That'll clip the bottom of the zone, 1-2. And Lippman is looking for his second punch out in 3 batters. Be his second on the night as well. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. Pokrack got the slightest of touches, and it will remain 1-2. 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the 4th from Lorton.
Curious to see what he's going to go to with the put-away pitch. That time went high and in. I could see him going for a chase pitch here, maybe something in the dirt.
1-2. Hit hard in the air, right center field, and it is caught! Robbins ran it down. That's the second time that Robbins has made a play right in front of the wall. There's 2 away.
And another really good piece. Pokrack stays hot, but
Now batting the right fielder,
a good play in center field by Robbins once again. He has been locking down that position defensively for the Giants, and a sigh of relief for the pitcher. He missed his spot, left that ball out over the plate, but he gets help from his defense. He's got help from his defense, and that's why it's all about throwing strikes. You can miss a little bit. Trust your guys behind you. They'll make the plays. That's what Lippman is doing right now. Good stuff.
First pitch here to Morabito is in the dirt. Catcher Halligan, who has reached twice tonight, is on first. Lippman taking his time. Now he's going to check on first. Halligan back, no trouble.
Not a bad move. I'm not sure if that's quite the A move, but definitely keeping him close over there at first base. 2 outs, so I would be surprised to see him run here.
1-0. He'll get the top of the zone, and the count is even. And Lippman doesn't necessarily throw that many first pitch strikes, but he throws a lot of second pitch strikes. You know, he gets 1-0 or 2-0 down, and then it seems like he just works it back even. Oh, that comes inside, and that will hit Morabito on the leg, and he is shaken up.
Yeah, unfortunately, you could really hear that one.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's going to leave a mark.
Oh, you don't want to see that. You hope that Morabito is okay. He's going to walk to first, or is he? He's stopped right in front of us. Now he's
Looks
going to
like
head
he's
to
gonna
first.
walk,
He's
yeah.
going to stay in this ball game. Some toughness there from Chris Morabito as he will stay in. And for the first time tonight,
now batting the
Hank
right fielder,
Lippman is going to pitch with 2 on, and it's Matt
Yeah.
Wright who has had a great game in left field.
We know that Lippman can deal with traffic. He did it all throughout his start against the big train. So now it's really just a similar scenario. 2 base runners, only 1 out away. Just make a few good pitches, and you're on the other side of this little jam.
That will miss. DiMartino was holding Morabito on first base. I guess he didn't realize that catcher Halligan was on second. Dugout had to tell him to move.
Summer ball, it happens.
1-0 popped up foul.
And Tyler's heart starts racing. Does not hit his car. Oh, did I speak too soon?
It hit a car.
Hopefully it's not
Not
yours.
mine.
All right.
I don't think. A car parked behind mine, so it's tough to see. T-Bolt's scored a run. It's 4-2 with that one. He's still got the bases loaded, by the way. One. This is hit well into right. That will fall in. Halligan is going to head home. He will score. Into third is Morabito, and it's an RBI single for Matt Wright.
It's not ideal for the Giants, obviously. The shutout goes away. Game gets a bit closer, but now you're really thankful for that big Barham White home run to give them an extra 2 runs of insurance, because without that, all of a sudden we're looking at a 1-0 ball game. But 2-run homer from White, Giants still have breathing room. At this point, you have to lock it down. I think if that run from third scores, you start sweating a little bit if you're Gaithersburg. So this is a time for the pitcher Lippman to lock in, throw some strikes, find the zone, and get out of this inning.
And this is hit right to second. The flip to the bag. Vizendize is there, and Lippman will limit the damage to 1. And we will head to the 5th. Giants still up 4-1. Welcome back to Lorton. Tyler Lochte alongside Sammy Krimstein. Here, still in the sun. Giants still in front 4-1. Colin Gibbs will stand in. Swing at the first pitch. He sees, foul it back. 0-1.
Gibbs squared it up last time. Not quite enough distance for it to find the warning track or potentially clear it.
Gibbs will take high now, 1-1. Big train up 4-zip.
Man, the Grays are just pounding the crop dusters.
Yep, still 13-3. Pitch from Nathan. Take it outside. And again, if you're the Giants, you just want some insurance. You just want to provide some comfort to that lead. 2-1. And Gibbs will hit it hard to second base. Laskovsky will make the play for the first out.
You know, Tyler, I think a big part of offense in a game like this for the Giants, it is obviously still about scoring runs, but it's about preventing the Braves from developing any sort of rhythm. Like 3 up, 3 down innings, your worst enemy when you have a lead like this, because that gives the Braves momentum. So it's about stopping them from being able to build momentum, and that's just stringing together a few base hits, even if they don't come around, right? Just getting base runners, keeping the train rolling bit by bit, so they're not getting any confidence over there on the other side.
So Cade Hentz at the dish. He will take low. Second pitch, second ball, 2-0 here to Hentz. Oh, it hits him in the head. hence is unfazed as he will run down to first.
Yeah, well, as they say, that is why you wear a helmet.
Yep. I mean, that hit him square in the head, and he is completely
Unfazed.
Yeah. Again, you want to make sure he's okay. He seems okay. He's laughing. He's smiling. Ump checks on him. He's good to go. That is a tough man, number 21 in dark blue. And now it's Vizendize. That gets away. There goes Hentz. It's a light jog. No need to sprint into second for him. And there's a Giant in scoring position with one away. Believe it or not, Sammy, that's the first time, I believe, that a Giant has... Oh, no, there was Vizendize reached on double. But this is just the second time a Giant has been in scoring position tonight. Both home runs happened with a runner on first base, and it's now 2-0 to Vizendize.
And getting a runner in scoring position, that's definition, making the opposition uncomfortable. So, good job pouncing on the opportunity for the Giants.
2-0 high. You don't want to put 2 on for Aiden Robbins, the power bat. Guy who can hit balls over 110 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Had a nuke the other day at home. Has to be in the zone here from Nathan, and it is not. A 4-pitch walk. And the Giants are threatening here again, Sammy.
And this is exactly what you want. The Giants, I mean, this inning, they haven't put the bat on the ball hard yet. I mean, it's been hit by pitch, a walk. But they're creating some chaos. And the best case scenario for the Giants is to seize the chaos and drive in a few runs here. And as you mentioned, Robbins may be just the guy for that.
Yeah, again, this guy can hit as hard as anyone on this team. He sees that short porch out there in left. He'll check his swing. He did go. And it's 0-1.
Yeah, just 318 out over to left. 318 also to right field. Short poles here.
360 to
in
center,
Lorton. Yeah.
by the way.
Small dimensions, so this is surely a home run park.
Robbins, he was swinging for it. He missed it.
Why not? I mean, with some runners on base, you know, if you connect on that ball is going a long way. Now maybe you want to shorten up a little bit, but I respect the big hack there early in the count.
0-2. Inside. That's a good take by Robbins as he tries to get back into this count. So it's a 1-2 count now. 4-1 ball game here in the top of the fifth. Giants with 2 on. Robbins, a bouncer to third. The throw is in time, but the runners advance. Nice play by Can to charge that and get the out. But now there's runners on second and third for DiMartino.
And that's the key. With 2 strikes, you got to expand the strike zone, put the bat on the ball any way you can. And it's frustrating, of course, but it does a job. It serves a purpose. Now 2 runners in scoring position, a base hit makes this comfortable lead a big lead for the Giants.
Yeah, DiMartino can break this open with a base knock here. He will take inside, ball 1. You have Runyon up next. He came around and scored back in the second. DiMartino takes high again.
What a great time this would be for DiMartino's first home run back on the Giants this year. I'd love to see it. I mean,
Yeah, this is a guy with over 20 NCAA homers. Certainly can do the job. Pops it up instead. Right side, Giants open, it gets out of play. Halligan is under it, and he makes the play. Giants strand 2 in scoring position. And we will head to the bottom of the fifth. So Jaden Carter will stand in. Giants had a big chance there to add to their lead. They cannot. And now Hank Lippman is going to have to come back out here and try to lock it down.
An important inning to lock it down because
Yeah.
stranding some runners, the Giants gave the Braves an opportunity here to get some momentum. Lippman has to shut that down right here.
That'll miss inside.
And he's, so far this season, been a guy who has been in some chaotic scenarios. He has dealt with traffic, but overall he has limited damage, mitigated it.
Swing and miss there by Carter, 1-1. Giants are tied with the Crop Dusters for first place in the North. Crop Dusters, again, they trailed by 10 runs in
So
the 8th inning.
This win would be huge for the Giants.
This win would put them in first place. It's a 1-2 count now to Carter.
I like the sound of that, Tyler. I really do.
It's a very tight North.
Yeah.
Everybody's within a game of each other. 1-2. That will miss down low, and there's a weird sound.
Yeah. It's like the aliens are invading or something. I don't know.
Is there a problem with a light pole, or are we going
I
to stop
wonder.
play?
It looks like they're going to keep going. Just going to power through it here.
Okay, then. 2-2, that'll miss inside and low. What I think is going on is I think the lights are turning on.
That would be my guess. Quite noisy.
Yeah, it's just very distracting, I'm sure, for Lippman. Full count. Swing and miss! Lippman's got his second punch out.
Well, bring on the lights, says Lippman. The sound does not distract him. In fact, maybe it's getting him even more locked in. A really good pitch, not just another strikeout. And hey, it's the 6th inning, right? Or bottom of the 5th. He is still going strong. A nice long outing for Lippman. And only 1 run on the board at this point. Good stuff.
Showing bunt there is Labruciano. He did not pull it back in time. And Sammy, if the Giants can win tonight, if all the scores around the league would hold, then it would be Wednesday in Bethesda for first place. 0-1, swing and miss.
Yeah, I mean, Apovich, that'll be a show. I mean, it's always a show, but especially with two teams competing for the top of a division here in what is going to be a very competitive division throughout the season. That should be a fun one regardless.
0-2, popped up. Right side, Runyon. Running over, it gets out of play. And we will try it again. Giants and Big Train have each beaten each other once. Oh-2 from Lippman. He got him! Back-to-back punch-outs for Hank Lippman. He's up to 3 tonight.
And that time, Labruciano way out in front. Really good use of the off-speed. And that's what he's been doing all evening long. I mean, he has a good, hearty fastball, but a slurve that he works in. Not a lot of guys throw that, especially in this league. And a really, really good changeup. I believe that's what he pulled out there. A little tough to see from this vantage point, but good pitch nonetheless.
That'll miss down low. And I don't know if the mic picked up on it, but the Giants bench is now all huddled around behind the backstop, watching the game together and cheering on their guys.
Why not? Get the better view.
Yep, joking around with Barham White there. 2-0 count. Nobody on, 2 away. Lippman trying to get through 5. They'll put him in line for a W tonight if the Giants can hang on. That'll miss down low.
A good spot. That looked like the slurve, and
I think only
just missed.
I think only 2 Giants pitchers, maybe 3. I think Liam Deal has a win in terms of starters. Ashton Chronister has one. Keegan Johnson has one, and that'll miss high. A 4-pitch walk. That's not what you want after 2 straight punch-outs.
Yeah. 2-out walks are, coaches will always say that's the worst. And speaking of which, here comes pitching coach Vinny Capozza.
Yeah, he's going to have a conversation here with Lippman.
Yeah, in good measure. This is, hey man, like you trust your stuff, right? That's really all this is, because this stuff has been electric all night long. No need to change anything, even as you get fatigued, right? I mean, you have to make adjustments, but you don't want to make any overhauling changes, because what Lippman has been doing has been working for the Giants today, and even back in his last outing where it was a bit more rough, but he kept runners from scoring. And that's the name of the game, right? You keep the scoreboard clean. Lippman has been doing a very good job of that in his past 2 starts.
Noah Tabay, who ran into a little bit of trouble in his last outing. He's alternated really good outings with rough ones. I believe he pitched in the game against the Grays. Either the game against the Grays or the game against the Senators. It was one of the two I wasn't there for. But earlier in the year, he was looking fantastic. So you wonder if that was just an off night. If you're a Giant, you hope so. Tabay certainly has the talent. First pitch from Lippman will miss.
For the first time tonight, it feels like the sun is not just pounding down. It's starting to really dip below the horizon. It's a nice summer night here in Lorton.
That'll bounce away. Runner's going to go for second now. If you're Lippman, you don't really need to worry about the runner here. It's 2 outs. It is a 2-out count.
That's now 6 straight balls from Lippman after 2 consecutive strikeouts. Definitely a big switch, and you want to get back to what he was doing for the 2 strikeouts, because his stuff, I mean, as I've mentioned time and time again, was looking incredible.
2-0. He'll find the zone there on his 71st pitch tonight.
Yeah, not bad at all. I mean, he's worked efficiently. Starting to get up their pitch count, but I mean, 71 here in the 5th inning, you will take that.
The 2-1, he'll miss high. And again, if you're Lippman, you just need an out. Doesn't matter how you get it, no reason not to throw strikes. (3-1). He'll miss just low. And that's a walk.
Not a bad spot at all from Lippman.
And Brockway's going to go get him. So that's going to do it for Hank Lippman.
And an unfortunate end, just 1 out away from making it through 5 clean. Still, a great outing from Lippman. And the hope is that Tabay, who's coming in, is going to strand these 2 runners, both reaching courtesy of the base on balls.
So we will step away. Catcher Halligan will stand in against Noah Tabay.
And this is a tough spot to walk into as a reliever. 3 and 4 due up, 2 base runners. The thing he has going for him, 2 outs. 1 pitch could get him out of this jam.
But catcher Halligan is very dangerous. He will take strike 1.
And so is the man standing in the on-deck circle, Jack Pakarak. 2 really good hitters. Probably the 2 best hitters on this Brave squad coming up in a precarious spot for the Giants.
Biggest spot in this game so far. 0-1. Swing and miss.
That's a really, really good pitch. Got him out in front. That pitch just died into the dirt. And now a strike away from getting the K he needs to get out of this.
Can Tabay do it in 3 pitches? Halligan looking to extend this inning. The 0-2. Just outside.
Nothing wrong with that. Now, maybe it's something a little more competitive.
And that will miss just outside again.
And those are 2 decent 2-strike pitches, but neither of them great 2-strike pitches. Just a little bit too far outside of the strike zone. You want something that ends outside of the zone, but looks like a strike. You really tunnel it where it looks like a strike for a good portion of the way.
2-2. Strike 3 called. Noah Tabay gets out of it.
Wow.
That's some great pitching there from the LIU Shark.
And that's just ice in his veins right there. I mean, you come in, middle of the order due up, 2 base runners. I mean, catcher Halligan there who was batting. If he hits a home run, if he scores, this game is tied. Noah Tabay, he doesn't let it falter him at all. He just lets it empower him, right? He locks in even more, puts his cleats into the dirt, gets a strikeout, and leaves 2 stranded. Really good stuff for a Giants bullpen that continues to perform when they need them to. And yeah, that'll send us, I guess, into the 6th inning.
So we will step away. Giants up 4-1 here from Lorton.
Right fielder number 25, Landon Runyon.
So now it's Landon Runyon who will stand in. 4-1 lead for the Giants as Runyon will look to get it started here for the visitors. First pitch, strike 1.
Nathan stays on the mound. He has dealt with some traffic. He has struggled a bit, but overall a decent outing, and he gets to extend it here.
0-2 now. Nathan, he knows that he's just got to find the zone right now, and that's what he's done here so far to run it. 0-2 pitch. Fouled back. Good job by Landon Runyon to stay alive.
Shortens the stride the slightest bit, but that's really all he needs. Shorten up, just a nice, simple swing with 2 strikes. Not trying to do too much.
0-2, bouncer in.
And he considered that one, even twisted the back foot as if thinking about swinging, but a good take. Pitch in the dirt, but looked like a strike for a good portion of its flight to the plate.
1-2, swing and miss. Down goes Runyon. 1 strikes. And that's not how the Giants wanted this inning to begin, but now you have Casey Gibbs, a guy who has reached in both of his plate appearances. Standing in.
Yeah, Nathan just rides him upstairs. That's a really tough one.
So Casey Gibbs with a 1-0 count. Make it 2-0 as that will just miss low.
2 pitches dancing around the strike zone, but Gibbs doing a good job, staying patient, staying disciplined.
Gibbs pops it up. This could be trouble. That's shallow. That's going to fall in. Casey Gibbs is addicted to getting the first tonight.
Yeah. He had that home run in the first inning. Or not his first time up, not in the first inning. His first time up, a home run. Got hit by a pitch, and that time a little bloop that just finds some outfield grass.
Thanks, man. So now it's Barham Light. He's got home run pop. Put that on display his first time up.
And also has pop behind the plate throughout a runner. I believe that was the 3rd or 4th inning.
He's caught pretty much every guy who's tried to steal on him this year. That's inside. White takes 2-0.
Yeah, whizzes right by his lips. That one gives you a weird feeling when it gets that close to your face, but you know he's going to be digging back into that batter's box, determined here to take a good hack.
2-0. White pops it up center field. Nose under it for the second out.
Yeah, a bit ahead of it that time. Barreled it up, but not the strongest piece of contact.
So White has hit a homer and flied out twice to center. He's making solid contact every time he steps into the batter's box tonight. Now it's the lefty Burgess. Burgess swings and misses. Oh, 1. Burgess takes outside. Just waiting to see if that Crop Dusters game is going final.
It will be soon, any moment now.
It's in the 9th. Top of the 9th, though. Burgess is going to rip this into right. That will fall in for a base knock. Gibbs is heading for 3rd, and he is safe.
Ooh, that was close.
What a throw by Morabito. He missed by about a second. Good hustle by Gibbs to get around. And a good piece of hitting there by Will Burgess.
Really good piece of hitting by Will Burgess. That's what he did all spring at Montgomery College, and that is how that's winning. That's winning baseball.
Yes.
2 outs, keeping the train rolling, because all this Braves team wants to do is go back and hit. They don't want to be here. They want to get off the field as quickly as possible, and now it looks like they may be making a pitching change.
I don't know. This might just be a conversation. I can't tell if there's a guy ready to come in from the Braves bullpen. I wouldn't rule it out, and this appears to just be a conversation.
But, I mean, regardless, that hit from Burgess, you take a situation where, if he gets out, the Braves have momentum. But now they're flustering a little bit. They don't want to be out on this field. They want to be back hitting. They want to be climbing back at this lead. All of a sudden, though, the Giants have a chance to extend, give themselves even more insurance. All 4 runs coming courtesy of the long ball today. 2 from Gibbs and 2 from Barham White.
Yes. So now you've got Colin Gibbs at the plate, runners on the corners, including his brother at 3rd. Be a cool moment for the Gibbs family if he could find a way to get a knock here and score Casey Gibbs.
Yeah, the St. John's College High School alumni.
Oh,
trying to get the job done.
There you go. I believe they're the Cadets.
They are the Cadets.
I know they're a LaSallian school, just as are my Calvert Hall. Gibbs swings at the first pitch, hits it in the air to left field. Coming in to make the play is Wright. Gibbs just missed it, and the Giants will strand 2 more. Looks like it's going to be Noah Tabay heading out there again when we come back on the Broadcast Network. Noah Tabay on the mound. We were corrected. I feel like last year again, I think he told us it was Tabay, but if somebody says it's Tabay, we'll go with Tabay. And now it's Jack Pokarak. You've talked about how dangerous this guy is.
Yeah.
How nice is it to have him up with nobody on?
Yeah, much better than bases loaded or runners in scoring position. This is a guy you want leading off the inning as opposed to batting with base runners on.
So bottom 6th, 4-1 Giants lead.
Reaching those later innings almost. Giants holding on, but some insurance would be nice at some point.
Tabay will find the zone. Just clip a piece of it, but that's all you need. Remember, Tabay had that big-time punch-out in that last inning. He'll miss low here. Pokarak does have 1 homer, but he's hitting .380. Certainly a threat every time he steps in.
Yeah.
2-1 will miss down low, and Tabay is hunting the bottom piece of the zone. He'll miss it there.
What stands out about Pokarak, too, is that he has walked 9 times this year, only struck out once. Hitting for power, but still getting the bat on the baseball.
He'll take there. That's inside, and it's a leadoff walk.
Make it 10 walks on the year. And not a terrible result. I mean, despite there being no runners on, you still don't want a double right to lead off the inning. A walk, while not ideal, that's a guy that I think for the Giants, you are okay with walking because the rest of this order, no one can do damage like he can do damage.
No, it's Chris Morbido, .259 hitter this season. And it's a righty-lefty matchup favoring Morbido. 1-0 count to him. Tabay had that big-time punch out, the biggest of this game for the Giants, of catcher Halligan. Now he's trying to settle in here. His second of work. That's hit well to center. Robbins is there again. No fly zone in center, it seems.
No.
With Aiden Robbins out there.
No way, and it was hit almost right at him, but that is no easy play. Do not be fooled, because a line drive right at you, especially in center field, so tough to get a read on because sometimes it's in, sometimes it's straight over your head, and sometimes it's right at you, and if you take one wrong step, you're done for. So good job by Robbins making the play.
Wright will put it on the ground and foul down the right field line. Now this is the guy with the biggest hit of the night for the hosts. He had that RBI single that scored catcher Halligan back in the 4th. And he's going to put this one on the ground to short. Fizadize, the flip to Hentz. The throw to first is in time. A double play for the Giants. And Tabai gets out of it.
That's as smooth of a turn as you're going to see. Not to mention, this field was hopping out. That ball was hopping all over the place. A really nice play at shortstop. A quick turn at second base. Not an easy play at first either. Had to kind of contort his body to catch the baseball, but it all went perfectly. It all went smoothly. It all happened quickly. Giants get the double play they needed to get out of the inning, and yeah, they just keep stranding base runners out there. You love to see it against the Giants.
Yeah, you do. We'll step away here on the Giants Broadcast Network. They lead 4-1 as we head to the 7th. Lars Greenlee on the mound for the Braves. He's a Fairfax, Virginia native, and he's trying to keep the lead, the Giants lead, to 3.
Yeah, Greenlee hasn't pitched in 9 days. His last and only outing of the year came against the T-Bolts. It was 1 inning, 1 hit, no earned runs. He did strike out 3. A guy who has big stuff, the lefty, can definitely get swings and misses. So the Giants are going to have to avoid that. They just need to avoid a 3-up, 3-down inning here. Keep the momentum on their side.
Hentz will take the first pitch for a strike. It's Hentz, Vizdice, Robbins. And then DiMartino will hit 4th. Here in this 7th inning. On what has become a beautiful night here in Lorton. Hentz is down 0-2, but I mean, you could not ask for better weather than this.
Yeah, it was a bit sunny earlier, but now that the sun has gone behind the trees over there in the distance, man, this is how you write up a summer night.
It's perfect. Hentz will drive it into center. That's a base knock for Cade Hentz. That'll get the dugout fired up. And that's a good way to start this inning for the Giants.
And it kind of looked like he was a bit fooled on that one, a bit out in front, but he kept his hands back. That's just good mechanics. And shoots it out to left center field regardless. And, I mean, that was hit hard. It was a barrel. Hentz on first base. And there you go. The Giants, I mean, they have kept the train coming. That's what I've kept saying. They're doing a really good job of that.
So Tanner Vicendize will take 1-0. Pops it up. Left center. It's shallow and it's caught. Labruciano got there.
So now that's going to be 1 out in the inning. The Giants did get their base runner.
Center fielder number 23, Aiden Robbins.
Now it's going to be Robbins who has made some really nice plays, but we know he can also contribute with the bat. A good time would be now. Get some insurance for the Giants.
He'll take low, hence stays put.
That's a ball that maybe he could have advanced on. Definitely had the angle. It bounced to the side.
If he would have been taken off, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think right now, if you're the
You don't
Giants,
you're not
no need to
chasing
get an
outs.
out. Right, no need to
Exactly.
get an out on the base paths with a lead like they have. Robbins pops it up and foul. Whew.
And it lands in the parking lot.
But on the good side of it, at least as far as I'm concerned. See if Robbins could get something here with 1 away and 1 on. One. Robbins on the ground. What a play at third by Can. There's one. Throw to first is not in time, but that is an elite defensive play by Dylan Can. He takes away a hit and gets the lead runner.
I mean, we have seen some really good defense all throughout the night. Another play to add to the highlight reel from this game. This time it's Can over at third base. Diving stop at third. Gets up quickly. Tosses it on over to second base. And yeah, I mean, they couldn't get the turn, but just to get 1 out of that play. Impressive stuff over there at the hot corner.
DiMartino will take strike 1. And again, this is a guy who can go yard. It would be the Giants' third 2-run homer tonight.
Yeah. He's waiting for that breakout moment as a Giant this season. Hasn't had it quite yet. He's certainly capable.
Mistake on the transfer there by Carter will allow Henson to second, and now a base hit could do the job. That could make it 5-1.
Yeah, I like that, honestly. You know what? Why not be a little bit aggressive here with a bit of a lead and give yourself a chance to extend that lead for the Giants?
Exactly right. Let's see if DiMartino can come through right now. 1-1. Puts it on the ground and foul.
Probably reached a bit outside of the strike zone for that one.
And he was a little bit early as well.
But now 2 strikes. Now it is time to expand the strike zone.
Seems like the team is becoming more of a team every passing game. Guys just supporting each other. They want to win, especially the guys who were here last summer. DiMartino takes. Did that hit him? It did. It hits his foot on a 1-2 pitch. Is he okay? He's stopped about halfway down the line.
Yeah, and
Right
that
in
must
front of
have
us.
caught him right in the spot where his leg protector wasn't.
Right.
And you feel like it always happens that way, you know, guys wearing all this protective stuff, and somehow, when you get hit by a pitch, it lands wherever the protective equipment isn't. Luck just happens to be that way. Regardless, he reaches, gets on base. Now the Giants have a real opportunity. 2 base runners, 2 outs.
That'll bounce in. Oh, Hentz got caught. Or excuse me, Robbins, I forgot to. Out was made. Hentz, or how in the world did that just happen? But Robbins was halfway down the line. He was thinking to get to third, but kind of did a split, came back to the base. By the way, we have a score update for you. The Grays have taken down the Crop Dusters. That game has gone final. And the
That is good news.
T-Bolts, bad news for the Giants here, the T-Bolts have tied the Aces from, and now
wow.
they've taken the lead. 3 runs in the 7th for the T-Bolts.
So a dose of good news and a dose of bad news for the Giants. You will certainly take, though, if you're the Giants, the crop dusters losing. That is definitely a win. And, at this point, you know what? Control your own fate. If they win this game, then they win Big Train Wednesday. They're doing their job.
Big hack there by Runyon.
Oh. Yeah, that one, if he connects, that one is certainly going past that 3-8 team sign out in right field.
Big Train are still up 4-zip in Southern Maryland. Oh, 1. Runyon takes. The off-speed pitch can't find the zone, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, big loopy curveball. And sometimes it's easy to see that one out of the hand because it's going up, and a good take by Runyon.
Robbins dancing around. That'll miss down low. It's 2-1, and Runyon has done a good job to get ahead of this count.
I remember Garrett last year, Runyon's older brother, who played for the Giants, telling us about his younger brother. And
Yep.
It's now kind of cool to be able to see what he can do down here in, not Gaithersburg tonight, but generally Gaithersburg.
He'll hit it hard on the ground and foul. He was just ahead of it.
Now we got twos all over the place. 2 runners on, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
We got to wait here for the ball to come back. Oh, no, it can be just picked up by the coach first, so we can go here. 4-1 game, 2-2 with 2 outs and 2 on. Pitch from Greenlee. Runyon will drive it up the middle. Much needed insurance as Robbins is going to be sent home. He will score. And out at third is DiMartino. But the run does score. And it's 5-1. Landon Runyon comes through with an RBI single.
Just a really good hack. Timely hitting, right? I mean, a beautiful swing up the middle of the field. Hit it hard, score a run. And now the Giants have 4 runs of insurance to hopefully power them through these last 2.5 innings of baseball. Coming up quickly.
Well, Garrett, if you're watching, you were right about your brother. That's the second time that he has come through in a huge spot. And the Giants lead it 5-1 as Jake Plainty will go out there. Jake Plaint, he's headed for an Ivy League school, Brown.
Yeah.
And he picked up the win against the Big Train. He came in a tough spot, walked the leadoff man, then he got to strike him out, throw him out, courtesy of Barham White, who's behind the dish for him right now. Then he got out of the inning, so that was huge. He pitched that 9th inning to hold the lead.
Well, and that kind of composure. I mean, this is one of the youngest pitchers on this staff.
Absolutely.
Rising freshman, going to Brown next year, and for that kind of, to see that kind of composure from someone that young here playing against guys, 4 or 5 years as seniors sometimes, right? I mean, that's really impressive. I'm excited to see what he can do in the Ivy League.
First pitch is fouled back. Now, Plaint, I was talking to him, with David Lewis after that Big Train game because his first outing of the year was not very good. And he said, that's the first time that he had ever pitched against college opposition, and he settled in that second time against the Big Train. And he's pitching with confidence right now, just missed low there.
Yeah, I mean, all it takes sometimes is just knowing that you can do it.
Right.
First time, get it out of the way, get the jitters out, and then the second time, you love how he can come, lock in, and get a really big outing for the Giants.
1-1, just upstairs. That's the thing, you've only got to do it for the first time once.
Yeah. And once you do it the first time, it's
Yep.
almost like smooth sailing from there.
But he said, that Big Train outing, it was such a big confidence boost. 2-1, he'll find it there. That's a nice pitch. Let's see if Jake Plaint can find a way to get this first out here against Jamie Laskovsky, the second baseman for the Braves. 2-2 on the ground to second base. Hentz fields it and throws out Laskovsky. That's second base on second base action right there, and there's one away.
And that's exactly what you're going to see from Plaint. He's not the biggest strikeout guy in the world. He loves to pitch to contact, and I love that. I love to see that from a pitcher.
I really like that little nugget. He lists himself as an outfielder on his Twitter.
Yeah.
He's a great pitcher, though. He's got a really unique windup. He's got that front foot ahead of his back foot. And he likes to attack low in the zone, Sammy. He will miss there. That's usually where he misses. That's low, and I feel like he's gotten some swing and misses with it. 1-0, fouled back.
Well, I mean, his first secondary pitch is that changeup. So you want that low in the zone. I mean, that's the entire purpose of the pitch. It's going to dive away from a hitter into the dirt. Hopefully you're getting swings and misses there. And when Plaint is on, he is getting swings and misses low, getting hitters to chase into the dirt. And, I mean, he doesn't throw so hard, but he's so good.
He certainly has good stuff. I mean, the Ivy League has proven, that when it comes to baseball, they are no slouches. Remember that run that Penn went on? And
yeah, that was a fun one.
Penn
that was last year, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Penn was competitive this year as well. That's a great pitch to even the count at 2-2. My goodness. So there's one away. Two. Just low. And again, that's where he likes to be, low in the zone. He likes to force ground balls, get punch outs as well. 3-2. It's a full count here to Jaden Carter. The payoff pitch. Bouncer in, and that's a one-out walk for Carter. Trying to see who that is warming up. That's Aiden Gonzalez. It's easy to tell with his sidearm relief. He has pitched in 4 games this year.
He's a guy, I mean, as I mentioned, this is my first game back with the Giants this year. Gonzalez is a guy I want to see pitch. I mean, just that sidearm action he has. I mean, I love a good sidearmer more than anyone. It's fun to watch.
First pitch from Plaint. That's a strike into Labruciano, but get Gonzalez 4 innings, no runs.
Well, and I really like that because...
Excuse me, that's 7 innings and no runs. He's pitched multiple innings a few times. That will miss down low.
Well, and yeah, you notice here, I mean, I really would like them putting Gonzalez in after Plaint, because Plaint's a guy, I mean, if you're watching here on the YouTube, you can see he gets really low with that left hand as he winds it back. And he's coming pretty straight over the top, a little 3/4-ish.
Check on first base. No problem there for Carter.
So for a guy who's really coming over the top, almost like a catapult, to bring in a guy afterwards who's coming straight from the side, that's 2 very different looks that is tough to adjust to as a lineup.
1-1. Great pitch. Strike 2.
Yeah, really good pitch. So good that The batter was, "Nah, I don't know about this one." Great pitch from Plaint. Now looking to get that first punch out of the night for him.
1-2, no, a check on first. And I think that is, there's no limit on how many times you can do that, but for a soon-to-be first-year guy, maybe that's him just taking a breather. Pitchers can kind of use that now, especially in this league. They don't have as much time on the mound, but they can just kind of take a deep breath, throw over to first. Popped up, right side. Looks like it's going to get out of play. It will.
There's a souvenir.
Comes back to you, Sammy.
There we go. I have
Look
a
at
foul
that.
ball, a little souvenir. I don't know. Guess that goes to the dugout, I suppose.
1-2, he got him. What a pitch from Planty.
Yeah, really good pitch, and there he goes again, getting a chase low in the zone. That is really getting a chase below the strike zone. That's what Plaint does. He's really good at it, and it's fun really seeing it in person now.
Again, just so much more confidence. Night and day from his first appearance to now his third. He will just miss there.
And also a 4-pitch mix. He has a slider. You saw the big curveball right there. Really good changeup in the fastball.
This is a weapon out of the pen.
It really is.
No way around it. He'll get a swing and miss there.
Yeah, right, because he goes to that big loopy curveball and then bam, back in the zone. He's topping in high 80s. I think he topped at 87. So
But I think that slow curve sets it up well.
it's really exactly, and that's the benefit of having such a diverse pitch arsenal.
Runner's going to go. That'll get away from White.
Yeah, like a guy I think of quite a few more than 4 pitches, but when I think of a varied pitch arsenal, I think of Yu Darvish. If you think of Major League Baseball, Yu Darvish throws probably like 8 or 9 different variations of his pitches, and you just never know what's coming next. So 4 is still a lot. So
4 for an incoming freshman is pretty good.
It's very good.
That's a
4
good
good
spot.
pitches. 4 good pitches. Yeah.
It's a good spot to build on.
Absolutely.
There's a lot that you can do with those. You can tinker with them. You can take maybe one away at a different pitch.
Yeah.
A lot that you can do. That'll miss high.
It's part of the reason I think Brown is so excited to have him, because it's really strong foundation that you could build upon. That's what you're looking for when you're recruiting. You're not looking for a finished product. You're looking for someone who you can take in and make the best version of himself.
3-1. That's a walk. So the second walk issued by Plaint, and that will bring up Dylan Can. But again, at this point, you just want to see your guy throw strikes. Now, you got to be careful. You've put 2 on.
Yeah. And they haven't been hitting it. Small sample size so far tonight, but they have not been seeing it that well off of Plaint. It's just a matter of him losing the strike zone. Like you mentioned, Tyler, he's usually missing low. So making that adjustment will be big for him here.
Popped up. Right side. Who's got it? DiMartino will move out of the way. No, he's going to call it and catch it. I didn't see it because of the tent, but Jake Plaint will get out of it. That's a well-pitched inning there as he will strand 2 and keep the 4-run lead intact. We will step away here on the Giants Broadcast Network. Welcome back to Lorton. Giants up 5-1. If they can close this thing out, they'll go back to first place in the North Division after the Crop Dusters loss. And again, big one against the Big Train on Wednesday. You want to have momentum going into a game like that, Sammy.
That's going to be a big game. I mean, it's always a big game when you're playing at Shirley Povich.
Absolutely.
Regardless. But
Giants won there twice last year.
Yeah, they sure did. Oh, I remember the one, the crazy game where we were there till midnight.
Yeah.
What a...
After the rain delay.
Oh, yeah. That was a fun one. But, I mean, it's always fun
long
there.
night.
But this year, I mean, the Giants are just as competitive as the Big Train. So that'll be... I'm very excited for it, I'll say that.
Giants are ahead of the Big Train.
But,
right
yeah,
now
let me
in the
reword
standings.
that. Yeah. Because after, Big Train really, they ended up kind of running away, if I remember, with that
the
division.
North, yeah.
Last year. So now it's the opposite. I mean, it's anyone's division.
So Miss Lowe, it's now 2-0. New pitcher in is Ryan Higgins, as he will face Casey Gibbs.
Higgins has appeared twice in relief for the for the Braves, not the Senators.
Gibbs will take. That's a strike.
His last outing came a week ago against the Senators. 1 inning, 2 hits and an earned run, 2 walks.
Big Train got a great start from VR tonight. They've ridden that to a 4-0 lead now in the 8th inning. VR, he gave them 5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, and 1 walk, 7 punch-outs to go with it. Really impressive stuff on a night where they needed to be impressive as the Crop Dusters lose, but they got to keep pace with the Giants. That's the big question. That's why tomorrow's so big. I know they're going to meet more times down the line, but, the tiebreakers in the North Division, that's where, you can get that separation even if you've got the same record. Gibbs will pop it up left side. Looks like it's getting out. It will.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's where a season is really, let's make or break. Because your seeding in these playoffs it vastly shapes the outcome of a season.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, and when it's going to be close like this, those games against your divisional opponents, especially Big Train, right? I mean, it's just the energy on
Well, first place is
Wednesday
huge
night.
because you get that bye. You get another day. You get to rest your pitchers. Full count. Gibbs is going to drive this one into right field. That's another hit for him.
As you said earlier, I'm going to steal a line from you. He is addicted to reaching first base. I mean, he can't stop.
Casey Gibbs is now 3 for 3. He's scored twice, and he's got a hit by pitch as well.
Not to mention the home run that started it all.
Yep. 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. That's what you want out of your DH. Gibbs has only had to worry about getting on base. He's done it every time he's stepped in the box. And now it's Barham White. They'd love another homer. He will take for a strike.
He will spit on that every day, every hour. That's a strike for sure, but that's just not his pitch.
But it's your first pitch.
Yeah, why waste it on a pitch that's not yours?
No need to force anything. You're right. 0-1 to White. He'll take. That's another strike. He's got to focus now. There's nowhere to hide.
And as much as you like to put the ball in play, a ground ball up the middle or even down to the corner could be 2 outs here. So we'll see what happens.
He's down on strikes. That's a really good pitch low in the zone, and we'll get White to swing and miss. Now it's Will Burgess.
Burgess, last at bat, a really nice hit, scorched one down the right field line, and it drove in a run. It was timely hitting for the Montgomery College product.
Will Burgess, he picked up a knock his last time up in the 6th. Now the Giants looking for insurance here in the 8th. That's a nice pitch there by Higgins. T-Bolts are still up on the Aces, 5-4.
Not ideal for the Giants.
No.
But a very close game. We know how good the Aces are.
Aces do have
They're
2-1
never
with
out of the
nobody
game.
out, though. Burgess will foul that back. But yeah, the Aces, they lost just 6 games in the regular season last year. They've already lost 4 this season in the first 13 games. So
Wow.
they're looking to avoid loss number 5. But again, 2-1, nobody out for them. And they are at home. That game in the 8th inning. Game here is in the 8th inning. 5-1 Giants lead. 0-2 count, 1 on and 1 out. Pitch to Burgess. He will get a piece, and that will extend the at-bat.
His bat-to-ball skills really good. Sticking with a tough pitch there. Scraping it off the backstop. Fencing. 0-2. Trying to battle.
Runner goes. Throw down from Carter. Not in time. That's a steal for Gibbs.
And a nice,
What can't he do?
a nice
However,
head
Burgess
first slide, I may
is
add.
retired. So now it's Colin Gibbs who will look to bring his brother around from second.
Has that happened yet this year?
I don't think so.
Oh, all right. Now, I would be in support of that happening here for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Gibbs takes strike 1. I like what I've seen out of Ryan Higgins tonight.
Yeah, kind of similar almost to Plaint, but from throwing from the other side of the rubber, right? I mean, low in the zone, getting guys to chase. Good stuff.
Another pitch, another strike, and Higgins can't miss the zone.
And he's working really quickly, and these Giants hitters just feel a little bit out of rhythm right now.
0-2. Bouncer in. Gibbs stays put. Now, again, it will be Aiden Gonzalez in the 9th. Giants trying to give him, in the bottom of the 8th. The Giants trying to give him some more insurance to work with. That's a guy who can give you 2. It's tough as a Giants fan to see him pitch now because you wonder if he's going to be able to pitch on Wednesday. That's where you really want him.
He's been good.
Yeah, he's been great. That's fouled back. Good job by Gibbs to stay alive, although he wants that one back. He thought that was a good pitch to hit. May have been. Big Train have added another. That's now a 5-0 game. And they are looking for more with 2 on and 1 out. Bouncer in. Gibbs holds on. Bases are now loaded for the Aces with nobody out.
That is a gutsy take.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't easy. I mean, it looked good for a lot of its flight to home, and a lot of willpower to hold on, keep the bat from crossing the plane.
2-2. Gibbs takes, and again, it will miss.
Another gutsy take. That one a little closer.
You gotta like what you're seeing here from the soon-to-be freshman at Maryland.
Another freshman who seems like a seasoned veteran.
Gibbs takes outside. That is a really well-worked walk.
That's one of my favorite at-bats here of the night. And he really hardly swung the bat. It's just knowing when not to swing the bat is sometimes an even more valuable skill, especially for a rising freshman. He gets that, though, I think, from his brother. I mean, and his dad as well, who played major professional baseball for a few organizations. I don't know if he ever got called up to the majors.
Hence, bouncer to first. Halligan, great play to end the Giants' threat. They lead 5-1, as it will be Aiden. Oh, no, it's going to be Jake Plaint who will come back out for the 8th when we come back here on the Giants Broadcast Network. After making a great play in the field, catcher Halligan will stand in. Let's see if Halligan can get something here against Plaint, who comes back out.
Yeah, Plaint delivered last inning. Despite walking a few guys, buckled down, kept in scoreless.
That's a bouncer that will miss.
But now, it's the middle of this Braves order with catcher Halligan, who has shown time and time again to be one of the better hitters in the Cal Ripken League. And then up next, you got Dockerak, who we've raved about all night.
Yeah, Dockerak is a very dangerous hitter. Plainty will miss low. Gonzalez is done warming up, it seems.
I'd imagine maybe he could be going the ninth.
Maybe. Or they may just try to look to save him for Wednesday. Plaint will miss high.
I think it all depends really on how Plaint does here. If he gets through this inning quickly, why not send him out there for the ninth? But he did throw a lot of pitches in the seventh, so that is a consideration.
Looks like Gonzalez is ready. I would assume first base runner for Plaint. It's going to be Gonzalez who will get the ball, but I do like the decision to send Plainty back out there. He's shown some resilience. He's shown that he has strikeout stuff, and he showed confidence. Full count. Strike 3 called. That's confidence right there. And I think that's going to do it for Plaint, but he steals an out. He gets catcher Halligan. I think he knew that was going to be his only hitter here in the eighth.
That's a matchup, yeah.
He will come off the field with a big smile, and Aiden Gonzalez will go on. Giants 5 outs away, up 5-1 here on the Giants Broadcast Network. Tyler Lochte alongside me, Sammy Krimstein. Plaint had the lefty, catcher Halligan. He gets him out, and he will get Aiden Gonzalez into this game with nobody on. And that's always good to come into a game with no traffic. An out has already been recorded for you. It's a 1-1 count.
And he has been as good as this team has asked him to be.
Yes.
7 innings in 4 appearances. No earned runs, only 4 hits. That's 9 strikeouts across those 7 innings.
He'll just miss low there.
And what I love about him is the sidearm release. You know, he's probably not throwing harder than 80, but you don't need to when you're coming with that really funky angle. And I mean, throwing 80 from the side is actually quite hard.
Yeah.
I mean, that is not an easy thing to adjust to as a hitter.
It's all about the slot, I think, more so than the speed. By the way, 3-1 count. You don't want to walk poker rack here. That would set things up here for the Braves as they try to get back into this game. That bounced before leaving the box, so it'll be a full count. Good news for the Giants. A sacrifice fly from Amari Allen has given the Aces a 6-5 lead. They now lead 7-5. As looks like Kalk found a way on. That will miss inside. So the first batter Gonzalez faces is Pokrak. He gets on with the walk. But good news for the Giants. Now, the only game that's not going their way right now is the Senators game. It's still 5-0. Top of the ninth.
Yeah. Looks like they're really closing that one out.
Yeah. That will miss low from Gonzalez.
Yeah, Gonzalez has got to be back in the strike zone here. You walked Pokrak, which is not the end of the world because we know what he can do, but now it's time to attack the zone, try and roll a double play, get out of this inning ASAP.
Yeah, and Gonzalez has done a good job this year finding the zone, but he's having some trouble doing so right now. 2-0 count to Morabito. Gonzalez will find the zone there.
And it felt like he hadn't quite found it yet. That pitch, it felt like he found his mechanics. He found his footing.
Hit hard to second, hence the flip. There's one. The throw to first in time. A double play. The second of the night for the Giants. All smiles for the boys wearing blue as we will head to the ninth. Giants, last chance for insurance. They lead 5-1. So after the Aces add another one, they lead 8-5. The Giants are looking to close things out here in Lorton, but before they worry about getting the outs, now they want to get some runs on the board. They lead 5-1. You can still end there. Visandize will hit that one foul. And it will not hit my car.
Yeah, the hands on his head in shock, in terror.
Yeah,
it all.
It's been a great night. Great weather. The Giants have played real well.
Tyler's car has not been hit yet.
The last thing I need is my car to get crushed by a foul ball.
It would just ruin the vibes.
Right.
And all the good vibes out the window. Well, If the window even is left in your car after that.
Well, vibes are pretty high right now. Remember the Giants, they have an off day tomorrow. That's why winning this game would be so big. You can have all the momentum going into that game in Bethesda. Vicendize, give this a ride. Foul. Oh. That's where you want to hit it down the oppo line. You know, the defense is not really thinking that you're going to do so. Vicendize has speed.
They didn't miss the line by much either.
I
Very
do like
close.
his speed out of the box, though. I mean, as soon as he put it into play, he was down the line. The effort has been there for the Giants tonight. Everything's been there for the Giants tonight. 1-2. Check this swing. That's a sword there for Higgins. Vicendize will head back to the dugout.
This has really been Higgins' best outing of the season so far. He's looked in command of the strike zone, and he's been keeping these Giants hitters, for the most part, off guard. Doing a good job in late relief, but unfortunately the Braves are on the wrong side of the scoreboard for him.
Robbins takes ball 1. So it will be Tanner Sanderoff's ball for the 9th. Swing and miss there, the ball in the dirt by Robbins, but again, just a team effort. You see Plaint go in there, he gets that out, he gets the lefty Halligan, and then Gonzalez comes in. A walk and a double play. 1-1. That's a strike just at the knees. Wind starting to whip around.
Hopefully
again,
our tent holds up here.
We're pretty far from DC. It's kind of crazy to look up at the sky. It's pitch black. Robbins down on strikes. That's now 2 punch-outs in a row. And 4 of the last 5 hitters who have faced Higgins have been victims of punch-outs. But again, it doesn't seem like we're as far away from civilization as we may be. But it's a real change of pace because, you know, you got all that light pollution when you're playing, you know, in Bethesda or Gaithersburg. Not the case here.
A little further out here, yeah. A little more nature, some more trees and such.
DiMartino gets bailed out there. I think he did go, but he gets the call. And here come the T-Bolts. They have scored in the 9th. 8-6 now.
Good game happening down there in Alexandria.
Maybe a makeup call there as DiMartino will take that one for a strike. So Josh Erd had a double to score via. DiMartino will swing and miss there, 1-2. Tucker Narkinski is on the mound. Trying to shut the door for the Aces. DiMartino will foul it back.
DiMartino, one of the guys in the Giants who has a noticeably different two-strike approach. You can see, if you watch, he's wide. He isn't really striding at all. He's just throwing his hands at the baseball. And this is a guy who still hits for power.
That's way high.
Watch out. That one just slipped. Maybe a little... maybe needs to wipe the hands off a little bit. Yeah, he's going to grab a rosin bag. Yep. Got to get the hands a little less slippery.
New pitcher is in for the Aces, by the way, Whitcop. And he's going to try to shut the door. Strike 3 called. And Ryan Higgins has now struck out 5 of the last 6 Giants that he will face in this game. That is unreal. So we will step away. Giants 3 outs away. Sanderoff's ball here in Lorton. Matt Wright at the dish. He will face Tanner Sanderoff. Guy you have history with, Sammy.
This is in fact true. I I did pitch for Quince Orchard High School back in my day, and indeed I did strike out Tanner Sanderoff.
Wow.
It's a proud accomplishment.
He's a really good player at Hofstra.
Absolutely. It was. I remember all day. I remember because he was the big bat in that lineup.
Yeah.
And all day I was thinking about. I knew I was going to come in relief that game, and I was like, how am I going to approach him? And it was quite a satisfying feeling, I must say. But
well, the thing,
he's obviously a very. It's fun getting to watch him now.
2 pitches, 2 swing and misses from him. Make that 3 for 3. Woo. My goodness, Tanner Sanderoff out of the pen. That is as good of a start as you could ask for. 3 pitches, 3 swings, missed them all. Now, the thing about Sanderoff, he's a pitcher first.
Yeah.
It seems. His stuff, he can get it in the 90s, but that just shows you how good of a bat he is that Hofstra lets him hit.
Yeah, no.
He will find the zone there to Laskovsky.
He's like a true, he can actually do both. Like, he legitimately can hit and pitch.
Bouncer will get away. No harm, no foul, nobody on.
Yeah, I remember it was my, I guess it must have been my senior year of high school, and I mean, he was torching the state of Maryland. I mean, just on absolute fire on the bump and in the batter's box.
He'll get a swing and miss there. My goodness, he is.
He's bringing heat like we haven't seen tonight.
He's locked in right now. And it's so tough, by the way, for Braves bats to go from the side armor to Sanderoff. How about 2 for 2? 2 guys step in, both go down on strikes, and Sanderoff confidently trying to close this thing out.
Wow. I mean, he still has to get one more, but this is textbook 9th inning pitching here. Just down, just punching him in the face almost with his fastball.
Giants might have themselves a closer right down the middle.
Yeah, I mean, these Braves hitters after, the 80-mile-an-hour side arming that they got from Gonzalez, it's a whole different thing now.
Another one. Swing and miss, and it's 0-2. Braves down to their last strike. Sanderoff staring him down. He's not stepping off the mound. The 0-2 pitch. Of course it's a swinging strikeout. Sanderoff comes in and strikes out the side, and the Giants will retake first place in the North. 5-1 winners here in Lorton.
That is one of the more impressive closing outings that I have seen. They barely made contact. He just gave him the fastball, and they could not touch it. And
that's no nonsense stuff from number 2, and wow. That will do it for us here tonight. Off tomorrow. We'll see you at Bethesda on Wednesday. For Sammy Krimstein, I'm Tyler Lochte. Giants take it.